The current economic situation of the country has made me and many nurses to start thinking if nursing is really a lucrative job. It's not so really a lucrative job. Like when you compare your salary to your expense, how much are you able to save in a month after your salary? Are you living from hand to mouth? Hmm? Let's discuss this. Is nursing really a lucrative job? Sure, nursing for many people, is like a good step out of poverty, especially if you come from a very humble background. Nursing is a course that at least you can be sure that after you graduate, you are not going to stay at home. You will definitely get a job. But the question is the job you're going to get, is it good enough for you to be able to really plan your life with? The current economic situation of the country has necessitated nurses to start thinking out of the box. You cannot afford to be depending only on your salary if you really want to be financially independent. Now, there are different opportunities for nurses actually. Nurses can travel out. The opportunities are just plenty for nurses, but if you are not strategic, if you are not a goal setter, if you are not intentional, you just see yourself, in a vicious cycle. You collect salary this month and you expend everything. Some will even get into debt. So you need to really be smart and think outside the box to be able to sail through financially in this hard time. If you are a nurse struggling financially and you are thinking of a way out, you are thinking of a solution to your problem, you are struggling, you have no savings, you have little to no savings, or you are probably in debt, the first thing I will tell you that I would advise you to do is to work with a budget. Now, you might think that what I have, the money I have is not even enough. So why should I even budget it? There is a need for you to budget no matter how little you are collecting, because success and financial success is an habit. Like if you don't create some habit, there is no way you can be able to create financial success and even maintain it. Perhaps peradventure, you just stumble upon success, financial success like that. Maybe somebody just dump one money with you or gifted you money. If you don't create some habit, there's no way you'll be able to sustain it if you don't know how to budget. So no matter how little you have, no matter how little you are getting, learn to budget. Budget. Maybe I'll make another video talking extensively about budgeting, but just keep this first point. You need to learn how to budget, and I think you should have little knowledge about budgeting. It's not something that is hard. It's just for you to pen down all your expenses for the month and assign some money out of your total money to all those expenses. You have some money for food, for day-to-day expenses, then you have some for savings. No matter how little, you need to save. So that's that about budgeting. The second point I would like to talk about is that you need to think outside the box, and you need to try to secure another job if your job is really bad and there is no potential for growth in your job. If there is potential for growth in the job you're doing, then you need to work on yourself, personal development, career development, so that you'll be able to attain higher heights in in your place of work, and that will definitely attract more salaries, more earnings. So the other point I would like to make is that the current job you are in has no potential of growth. Some places that you'll be working in and it's just a sorry case. There is no potential for you to grow in such places. Then you need to strategically plan your way out of that place and plan your way into another good job, another good employment. So there are different employment opportunities for nurses, and there are jobs that pay nurses well. Maybe I'll make another video about that. You can also key in into our resources in Optimal Young Nurses Network to get access to optimal information about this. We have a lot of information about how you can secure yourself a good job that can pay you at least reasonably well as a nurse. So the next point I would like to make is to venture into healthcare businesses. Healthcare businesses are not that booming business these days. As a health practitioner, you can become an entrepreneur and you start, engaging yourself in businesses that is relating to health, which can serve as an additional source of income for you. So if you engage in businesses, that also will be another source of income for you. Don't be a rigid person who doesn't want to explore. People like to stay in their comfort zone. You hear people talking about, I'm not a business person, I don't have business acumen, and this, that. Are you satisfied with your financial status? Are you satisfied with the way you are financially? Aren't you tired of not having savings, of not living the life that you want to live? Some people will even be borrowing. Like, is it easier for you to borrow than for you to really, really work on yourself and venture into something that there is possibility of you improving your finances with that? You just tag yourself as, oh, I'm not a business person, There is nothing you cannot learn. If you are thinking about this, just learn about how to do business. There are different informations that you can get and you venture into it. This life, you just have to try some things. If you don't try, how will you know if you will fail or not? Having financial stability, being able to plan with your money is very important for your career progress in nursing. Without having some savings, it will be difficult for you to even further your education in nursing. It will be difficult for you to even travel out because you know how expensive traveling out is now. So having savings is very important. That's why you must take your financial independence, your financial stability with utmost importance. You must be able to, analyze your situation. If your job has potential, then you work your way to the top. Then if it's not a good place to be for a long time, look for good work around your locality or be ready to move. You can't eat your cake and have it. You cannot stay in the same place where there is little to no job prospect. Yeah, like good job prospect for nurses, and you still don't want to travel. You don't want to move to places that have better opportunities. Then you also must be able to learn how to get involved in businesses, to increase your income. The ultimate goal is for you to have multiple sources of income. So be intentional about improving your finances. If not, you are likely to remain stagnant. You see some nurses remaining stagnant in the same place of work that has no potential for growth, no plan for them for 10, 15 years. No, it is not good. It's not good enough. Don't be that kind of nurse. Please be strategic about your growth. Be intentional about it. So that's that about the topic for today. Thank you for listening to the end. I remain Nurse Akombi. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you in another one. Bye.